microinsurance and social inclusion, and international politics, political economy and institutions. Here onwards, the platform is yours, sir. Thank you.
Okay, am I audible to audience?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for the kind introduction. First of all, I would like to thanks to the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Atula Nanapala, and the Head of the Department, Professor Ushan Piris, and other our senior colleagues to have given this opportunity to me to share my knowledge. This thesis mastery session, actually, I also really appreciate that to the head of the department and other senior colleagues, Professor Jayanta Devasiri, who have organized this session to give that a kind of the knowledge and the kind of real exposure to the practice of research actually. So, and again, I would like to thank that to them actually giving me the kind of give the opportunity to become a partner of this process, to share my ideas and thoughts and my experience with my undergrads and other external colleagues. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, I hope to move to our discussion today. Let me share. Okay. Today topic is, as the Mr. Sajid Karunaratne has mentioned, the smart tools, smart insights, enhancing data analysis and presentation with advanced software. Actually, before moving into that, our discussion and this our activities today, you know that already that the importance of the data analysis is a vital in the contemporary environment because we have heard about that, I think 2-3 decades back in our university system, and especially actually that people who have learned in that context, people didn't have the much kind of even that softwares to analyze this statistical application. There may be a basic, there were the six, that mean calculators. Okay, sometimes using the spreadsheets, those days people could analyze, so use this application. But though there were these applications, there are new softwares for the specially designed for the statistical application. But in today, that mean our context, I think we couldn't bear those things, that we couldn't bear those costs to get those used for this academic purpose and for study purpose. But today we can see that world has totally changed. So we are moving into that kind of unexpected or a kind of unpredictable direction regarding these the IT developmental IT and this computer environment. But out of that, actually, we can perceive, we can just understand that the changes of the AI, but we can't understand what is the scope or what is the area. But we only know that the AI has getting this control all over the world in all over the field, what we are dealing with today. So with that, actually, we also okay, sorry for the inconvenience. I think there was a kind of power issue, but I think again that we are in the platform. So what I was discussing, what I was mentioning you, because we have to change. We have to move with the new changes. That means new phase. What that has been designing by this AI application and the modern IT tools, modern softwares. Especially being we are in this academic environment, people that as a professionals that we are expecting to move into that the industry. Sometimes you are already in the industry. I believe that the data analysis and this using these tools, especially the smart tools. What are those smart tools actually? Why do we call those as smart tools? It's very important because the getting the idea out of these the tools that the output the insights is a very important for the everyday the business decision, everyday life decisions, and the academic works and research, such as the many fields. So therefore, with that idea, I would like to move into what we can do today. Just give a kind of idea what we can do with this kind of scenario. The chair, what is my experience with this, and to get into practice with to you to it's in your operation, in your application. I believe that it would be a kind of um, real tool, real help for you to work, you to derive, you expect a result very smart manner, very convenient manner. Okay, because initially I would like to let me ask for your ask from your question, or I would like to sorry for again. Okay, data is everywhere because no one can say that we don't have the data because we don't have access to data, because there are some particular type of access to some kind of data. But if we look at the in a broad angle, data everywhere. If we eat, if you are watching TV, if you are moving out of our homes and our places, if you are shopping, so everywhere are data because and our daily life are totally it has that mean totally different 1, 2, 3 decades. Okay, because the data analysis, we know that simply it can transform data into actionable insight. Because why? Because out of this we know that in the today, that means in the business world, in the contemporary environment, the information is the key, is the kind of the asset, and out of that actionable insight to make decision. So because to create into this actionable insight, if someone is capable of doing or transforming that one kind of raw data, raw thing into the kind of very beautiful thing, become the kind of the most wanted person in the industry. You have to understand that. Imagine that if you are given a kind of the raw material, okay, or you are given a kind of imagine that kind of the mix of the bulk of different kind of items or a raw materials or kind of thing full of box of to you. Someone asks from you to, okay, give me something creative, creative thing out of that, any physical thing. If you can create something unimaginable or very, very the beautiful thing, so that's how you can transform the things or raw material what you have to the towards the kind of the thing or a physical item or idea for a that can be a creative or attractive to the people. So in a business research and daily life, we know that for a decision making, that to get the idea from the data analysis is a very, very important. It's a really matter. Okay. With that, actually, so let's see. As I think I know that here our audience today, most of our undergrads. So all the time, most of the time, actually, when I discuss with my students, I have highlighted that what is the important behind, or what is the that mean critical importance of learning data analysis and statistics. Because in my background also, actually, earlier I did not have that mean much exposure on the statistics. Actually, once that mean when I move into that academics from the that mean professional or kind of that industry experience, industry applications, I understood that that is very, very important thing to learn the statistics and analysis. So therefore, with that understanding, actually, I wanted to learn that one, and actually, that's why I complete my that mean statistics in masters. So today, that important and that the urgency has gone up with, I think, more than that means 1,000 times, 100 times. As undergrads, you are hoping that means you wanted to you people who are already in the industry want to become a success person. Sorry, in the industry, because if you look at the industry requirement today, it says that the linking says that with that the recent sources, 85% of the employees list are working or towards on the data analysis as a critical skills. So that is very, very important. I would like to highlight again. So you must know how to analyze the data. If people who are in this quantitative field, if people maybe though you are in the quantitative field or this quantitative analysis, anyway, if you are in the another field also, you will understand whether we can just divide that whether the quantitative or qualitative. Anyway, all the things are data. So if you know how to handle the data, you can become the winning person. So therefore, we know that in the finance, healthcare, marketing, in many fields, now there are diverse kind of application has been done or has been operating by the so-called program Python, Tableau, and Power BI, or like kind of things. So because it has created the environment with the interactive dashboards and that create, that mean by the these technicians or kind of that software software professionals, because they have created these kind of beautiful thing to make the work very easy and very attractive to the whole world, whole business world. Because today business are that means they are expecting the quality work, the most accurate work in a very efficient manner. So that's the most important thing. I really actually, when I go through this Facebook, it come across something very important, and when I go through these sources also, that is okay. So it says that the most wanted skill in 2025 this year. Okay. So first one is AI and machine learning. Sources have said that 97 million of jobs around the world are generating out of these new changes, AI and machine learning. So what is your suggestion? What do you think about that? Don't you need to learn this thing? These softwares, you can take the decision. Okay. So the data science and data analytics, it says that the demand increased by the 28%. The cyber security. Look, this is very important, very, very beautiful. That means kind of the relationship. The cyber security job, what's the reason behind that? It has been mentioned. The cyber security jobs are very, very important. It's a required one, because it says that the global economy losing around 10.5 trillion worth of money because of the cyber crimes. So anyway, the organizations and the governments, world governments, they need that people who can operate these softwares in the cyber security. The digital marketing and social media, it said that 72% of the business are diverting into digital marketing. And with that, actually, I would like to emphasize that the emotional skills and soft skills. So that's very, very important when we are dealing with this tech field and technology. In other way, you must be a kind of a human, real human. Can the human who has the ability to deal with these emotional skills and soft skills, and the blockchain technology, because globally it is that economy is growing around the $1.8 trillion. Because why? Now we are dealing with the cryptocurrency and things with blockchain, because we know that we have to understand that the blockchain technology is applying to the many fields today. So therefore, whether you are a management graduate or a marketing graduate, human resource graduate, any graduate, it doesn't matter. The matter, because if you don't know how to apply those softwares, even if you are the students or undergrads regarding the languages, I believe that you must know how to handle with the data. So for that, you must learn the smart tools. So that is the important, that critical value behind these smart tools. Okay, because it's give the real insight for your field, for your business, for a whole world. Actually, you can see that. That is why I just want to highlight this field of study. It's very important. Actually, my dear students, and my dear colleagues, I believe that we cannot end this learning. We know that the whole life is learning. Actually, we must have that practice. Otherwise, if we don't have such attitude, we cannot learn that. I know that. But you must have that attitude. That's the only thing. Because it is the kind of most, that means success path for your learning. Only that means your real need and attitude. In other way, actually, the efficiency and accuracy enhance academic performance. There are a lot of requirements. Why do you need to learn these smart tools? Okay, because simply you will understand you know, when we are, imagine that you may have already have the experience with the handling this, that means spreadsheets, or you may have entered the data into the spreadsheet, you may have handled the data. Can you imagine, or can you handle, imagine the 1 million data point, 1 million data in a spreadsheet very easily? I don't think so. You can handle, it is very, very difficult. So there's a kind of simple example. And also imagine that the say filtering or sorting or cleaning, we know that simply if you have learned the statistics, maybe the econometrics, you may have learned that when we are dealing with the data, you have to clean the data, you have to filter the data, you have to arrange your data the way that you want to move it into maybe if you are doing the research, according to that your research questions and to derive the objectives, you have to shape those things. So therefore, it is very, very important to learning these smart tools. Today, actually, I'm going to talk about only one smart tool, but you can learn out of that many because resources are immense, Lamai. Resources are unlimited today. So the only thing you must get into this. If you really want to swim, you have to go to the water, no? Otherwise, you can't swim through the emails, you can't swim through the post. Okay? You must know the feeling of water. So therefore, you have to move into the water. That's the only secret, the learning secret. So as I mentioned, we are going to today we are going to talk about the R. Actually, I have heard about this R, I think maybe say 10, 15 years back. Yeah, if I'm not correct, but maybe the R was actually very old language. It has been moved with that, it has been designed with the some other early language. That means that time that has been developed. So actually, I have used that the softwares. I think I believe I know definitely you have used the softwares like anyway Minitab, SPSS, Starter, Smart Plus, Smart PLS, SAS, MATLAB. So likewise, because those softwares have been really designed to for the data analysis purely with a statistical application and also Excel. Okay, so I also have the kind of the different level of experience with those softwares because you know that sometimes some software can handle only some particular type of data. So there are only available that options are available to analyze some particular that mean shape of data. So therefore you must actually know the application of this thing just rough manner. If you don't worry about that. If you don't have any experience about this software, don't worry, because you can learn these things from any point. Okay, because as I mentioned, I hope that if you have seen this logo, okay, these are so the handling large data sets, choosing the right tools is a most important thing, because basically, as I mentioned you, there are a lot of data sources, data available, free data sources or paid data sources. But if you have the ability to skill to shape that data very attractive and very important manner, the person they want, they demand for this, I think this tool can be miracles. Okay. So there is a free and open source, Lamai. Actually, there is no license cost. You have to understand that, though in our context, sometimes we are using some kind of say student version of these softwares. These are not no longer can be used sometimes. Sometimes these options are limited. To apply these applications very smooth and very comprehensive manner, we need the kind of the good source or a kind of software. So there's a R is totally free and it's open source. So there's a statistical power is very important because we can do any type of statistical application here. And there will be different because it's based on the packages, because if you want to perform some particular task, you have to analyze or you have to install a package here. I will show, then you will understand step by step. So actually, my objective out of this is that among you get into this analyzing data kind of this tool, because these are actually the future world, that mean data analytics or analytics, that field of that mean profession and those areas, that mean that such applications are based on these free and open sources, if you look at that. So in real world application, you know that the academic research and the business analytics, healthcare, so kind of blah blah blah, there are a lot of things are doing with these softwares a real activity, because you know, if you look at the, say, if you are having the, say, Netflix account, so you know you may have watching the because movie in a different what is called the categories, genres. Okay, it may be the anime, it may be the action, it may be the horror, or likewise you may have the different choices, right? You may have different that mean interest, but all over the world, imagine movies or films. It is not easy to handle those things, to get the decision what type of uh, offer or what type of position they must done for a customers to attract more and more for their soft, that mean what is for platform. Okay, so therefore these things are basically done with this R. And imagine the Google or sometimes Microsoft, maybe the other, that means social media platforms, to dealing with their data, because you know in all over the world, no, that means users of these social medias and using that mean e-transaction and that mean involving many other post system is uncountable. So the data collected from these points are analyzed. So people are really deal with this kind of software. I think R is one of main thing, because as I mentioned, being it is open source, there's more than 20,000 packages, so-called libraries with the strong statistical capabilities. So therefore, that is the ideal one to move with that. Because if we look at some kind of idea regarding that visual, regarding this visualizing data, because you know one picture is worth than 1,000 words, no? So it's tell a lot of stories, because the data analysis and research give the talk about the storytelling, because people need the kind of good stories in the every field of where we are working with today. So in a visually ගත්තොත්, that mean the tools versus traditional ගත්තොත්, අපි ගත්තොත් සාම්ප්‍රදායික හා අලුත් දේවල්, මේ smart tools ගත්තොත් ළමයි, it's totally different, because you know that if we talk about the data cleaning, visualizing, predicting, basically we have used for in early with maybe the basically we have used the Excel, ne? Excel chart ඔය වගේ ඒවා අපි පාවිච්චි කරුවා. Modern tool ගත්තේම මේ R අපි Python වගේ ඒවත්. These are the things. These are the open source because actually the usage of the Python and R move with the kind of parallel manner. Because if we go look at the Python is a totally different thing. Because why sometimes we are using R, not only the statistics, not the analysis, but we are using any other thing. But is a Python is more broader than that. So therefore, they can do many other application in addition to this statistical application. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, as I mentioned, the data visualizing also very, very important area of this. Look, this Excel that mean example Excel sheet I am showing here. This data or a kind of quantitative may say you are when you are dealing with analytics, know that you are doing sometimes a quantitative. Sorry for again. That's a technical issue. I think with the signal and maybe the power connection, power errors. Anyway, the tweet data, because that's really with a qualitative or a word of the people. I think, I believe that you are dealing with this kind of thing, but not sometimes the data like this shape, so-called qualitative. In an Excel sheet, there are 14,800 rows. Imagine if you want to deal with this, okay, I'll come to this text analysis. That means in the last session, that means last phase of this session. Imagine if we want to analyze the text, we have to segregate words of these paragraphs or words of these lines one by one. We have to remove, we have to create the data, so-called that means word as to data. Imagine this may contain millions of words for these 14,800 rows. Can you handle this one in Excel sheet? Or can you analyze the Excel? You may, but it may take another, say, 5-6 years. Okay, or maybe handling, maybe just a joke. But anyway, it's very difficult, not convenient. It's not attractive. Actually, these are you can see there's a called word cloud and the network. So these are the real analysis done using this thing. Because this word cloud shows that what are the importance behind these words. Okay, this is the way, the pictorial way that we can highlight, we can give the idea to the outside people, the people who are searching, looking this information and data. Okay, so the streaming, watching Disney Now, theater, so likewise, it's give the highlighted word. That means these are the important areas. So simply the marketers, the marketing managers must giving their attention. Okay, so like it's this net, these are each other. So different perspective. So we can use these things very efficient, very attractive manner, and when we are handling this. So moving, so getting into the art. So all R and R Studio. So, because you know, when we want to run some kind of thing, the software, we have to download this software. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, I think when I looking into that mean I have the good connection that means strengthen my data. But anyway, I'm talking here, but I would like to switch off my video. Then let's see how it is moving on. Otherwise, it may be a disturb for us, our discussion. I think it is all right. If you have any question, please let me know. Okay.
Right.
So first we have to download. If you want to run any software, you have to download that. No? That's very easy. I think while we are discussing these things, people who are in the internet, anyway, you are obviously in the internet, no? But people who have watching this one through your laptops, you can try this one. And or otherwise, I can send this thing, but you have to practice. Otherwise, no use of talking this smart or any modern tool. So first we have to download this R software. So then when you go for this, say the CRAN project, so the CRAN is the kind of that mean network for this official R platform. Because then you can, if you are using the Windows, you can download R for Windows or download R for Mac. After you download that, so then you have to work in the R. So you must have some kind of very convenient platform or a kind of interface. So then for that we have to download the R Studio so called. හරිද? දැන් අපිට මෙහෙමයි මේ R software එකේ වැඩ කරනවා නම් R software එකකේ R software එක අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම download කරගත්තන් පස්සේ ඒකේ වැඩ කරන්න it's running under that but we need the kind of the interface. එතකොට අපි R Studio කියන එකත් අපි download කරගන්න. Okay, after we downloaded this R software and the R Studio, then we can start our work. So this is the lamai. So this is our students and my dear colleagues. This is the interface of them. Okay, that's called console. So here actually this comes with this console කියන part එක මේ ගත්තොත් එහෙම මෙතන R software එකකින් එන එකක්. එතකොට ඇත්තට මේ console එකේ directly connect වෙනවා මෙතන. එතකොට you can have this called this global environment කියන එකක් තියෙනවා. මෙතන තමයි අපි ගන්න ෆයිල් එකක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි මේ ගන්න data file එකක් පෙන්නන්නේ අපිට මේ global environment කියන මේ මෙන්න මෙතන. එහෙම නැත්නම් files plots package කියන එක. So here we can see what are our files අපේ folder එකේ. දැන් අපි working folder එකක් අපි select කරගන්නවා මේකේ වැඩේට යන්න කලින් I will show that. ඒක we are using same way in other packages also most of the time. It shows that the files available and plots කියන්න අපි දැන් මේකේ R roll අපි data analyze කරද්දී when we run that if we are delivering creating some plots visualizing or plots come to here. Packages කියන්නේ as I mentioned earlier more than 20,000 packages available. Help if you are come across kind of problem, so you can come with that help command and you can see that and press other way. එතකොට මෙතන මේ numbers ඉඳන් තියෙන එක. So where we can store your command. හරිද? We can run even that your command and you can save those command for a future application. Now imagine simply there are 4 parts of this what is called interface. එතකොට මේ කොටස් 4න් ඉඳන් තමයි අපි බලන්නේ. මේක ඇත්තටම complex නෑ. හරිද? It may be some kind of pain for you in initial level, but I assure that you will get a lot out of this. You will learn many things out of this learning or getting into the art. And also these are some key things you must learn, because these are not because these are some basic thing actually. As I mentioned you, there are a lot of packages no. දැන් අපි software එක වැඩ කරන්නේ software එකේ අපිට ඕන දේ කරන්න ඒක නිකන් හරියට ඒ එක එක වැඩේට කරන්න ඕන දේට අපිට එක එක packages දාගන්නවා වගේ සිද්ධියක් මේක තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? එතකොට there is the very famous package called Thisis, because then අපි හිතමුකෝ before early time maybe that packages may have the activities, that mean packages for a particular activities have been designed separately, but with today that modern world, that mean with that development of this application of software, it has been created Thisis package. So Thisis package included many other packages that basically designed for this analysis. You can see that GG data visualization, data wrangling, deploy, read R data අපි read කරන්නද, transform කරන්න, tidy data clean කරන්න, functioning program, dealing factors, forecast, stringer. So likewise, there are many operation can be done using this Thisis. හරි. එතකොට මේ Thisis කියන package එක එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒ package එක අපිට දාගන්න තියෙන සරලව. We don't know to pay. Just simple thing. Okay. So by using these packages, we can operate our activities. So simply imagine that if you are using say deploy package, it can do many other activities. So if you want to select some variable, come select or filter. If you want filtration, that summarize or array mutate. So likewise, it's perform different tasks. And also imagine when you are working with this R, so you have to start with this with the kind of some assigning what's called fold. Because when you are working with the R or any other thing, if you want to save those things, if you want to get your file to the software, but you have to assign your folder. මේ folder එකක් අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ working assignment working folder එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක අපි මෙතනින් assign කරගන්න මේ platform එකකින්. So then we can move with that. I will show those things. හරි, step by step. Okay, so then we have download this one. Okay, so as I mentioned you, we can do some other basic thing. If you are want to select a kind of data, summarize kind of data, if you want to see the data, that means what are the headings, what are the data shape, whether data are strings or many other things, or what are the column names and things. So then we will look and data visualization. These are very, very important. Imagine, as I mentioned you, the picture is worth than 1,000 words. So this is the kind of the data visualization, the prices and the carat of diamond carats. Okay, so it shows if we are looking this, you can see how that has been beautifully arranged, that one. It shows that the way into the carats of this diamond, the prices are changes. And also we can bring into this different type of the cuts of this, because the diamonds have different cuts. According to that cuts, also we can separate this so-called from fair, good, very good, premium and ideal. These are the different cuts of the diamond, and according to that cuts, you can derive this data point visualization, carats and price. Okay, and data manipulation, as I mentioned, when we can bring the data, we can clean it, or we can to change the data because I want to replace the data, different packages. I will show this and the wrangling, data visualization, as I meant, scatter plots. Sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know why is that, because I have that signal strength. There's a signal, that good strength of the signal, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry for the inconvenience. So this is how. Anyway, let's move into the analysis. Okay. So if we write command install package, okay, then we have to put into that in the inner commas. So say tidyverse, TIDYVERSE. So that's a basic package that we can for the analyze. So then you put it your cursor here, then we run. Okay. When we are running, you can see here that red light is appearing, popping, it says that still it is running. If it is disappear, that means already that has been downloaded. Okay, after you download the software or sorry, package, then you have to bring into the library. You have to say library and tidyverse. There's a library command. With that, say then you have to say that okay, when the package is in this platform or the source, in the software, then you have to bring into the working condition. Say we say that okay, library tidyverse. Then you can see. The tidyverse, when you bring to the library, it shows that the other additional packages it include deploy. So as I mentioned earlier, anyway. So imagine we are going to see that kind of data set. Okay. Say basic operation. Imagine we can bring into the data into this platform if you have the separate CSV file, because there are different data formats, no file formats. You know that CSV, Excel, so likewise there are different format. So we can or import this data file, or we can bring into this studio while you have downloaded. Maybe if that file is in your folder, you bring into here, or you can directly get from the URL. Internet it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about it. So after you have what is called reverse imaging. අපි හිතමු දැන් මේකේ මම practice data set එකක් පෙන්නන්නේ මේකේ තියෙන you can practice these things. If there's a URL, okay, with that URL you can run. Okay, if it is running without any error, that means okay, it's working. Then you have to download the file. First you are connect with this URL, then you are download the file. Okay, it's work. Then yes, then you have to, after downloading file, you are untra command means you want to unzip. දැන් මේක zip file එකක් විදිහට මොකද data set එක ගන්නෙ. එතකොට ඒකෙන් ඔයාට unzip කරනවා. You don't need to worry about that, because if you know the codes, then you can run. Then you will learn how to that the way of logic of that. The command will be arranged step by step. ඒක ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. But this is the initial discussion of this according to how we can deal with these smart softwares and things. You just get some idea. So after you have so then you are taking that. After unzipping data, you read that CSV file call, and you can see here ඔයගොල්ලන් පේනවා මෙතන මේ sub airline මේ හැම එකක්ම මෙතන දැන් මේ what is called arrow mark එකේ head of arrow හරිද ඒ arrow එක දාන අපි සංඥාවයි ඒකේ පරි dash එකයි මේ විදිහට තමයි අපි දැන් සමාන කිරීම කියන එක ගන්න ඇත්තටම but ඕනම එකක් අපි හිතමු folder එකකට අපි assign කරද්දී you can put any name. Sub airline කියන එකට ඕනමක් දාගන්න. මොකද දැන් මේ අපි රීඩ් කරන ෆයිල් එක දැන් අන්සිප් කරලා ගත්තානේ අපි දැන් මේ URL එකකින්. හරිද? ඒක මේකට ගේන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? මේකට. අපි දැන් ඒකේ තියෙන columns row මොනවාද කියන එක අපි රීඩ් කරුවා මේ. දැන් මේකේ sub airline කියලා මේ folder එකක් ඇවිල්ලා දෙන්නේ. If we open that one, look, it says okay. ඒකේ total මේකේ 21 columns තියෙනවා. හරිද? එතකොට 202,855 entries. මේකේ ගොඩාක් data set එකක් තියෙනවා මේකේ. හරි. එතකොට අපි එහෙම URL එකකින් ගත්තා. අපි මෙහෙම කරමු. Imagine that, okay, we are now working in the so-called, say, okay, thesis mastery folder එකට අපි උන් assign කරුවා අපේ මේ platform ඉතින් අපි ෆයිල් එකක් ගමු මේකට. So imagine there is a folder called hotel booking. Sorry, file set. I will put into this thesis mastery folder. හරි. දැන් පේනවනේ මේක අපි අර URL එකකින් ගත්තන් පස්සේ අපේ folder එකේ මේ CSV file එක විදිහට දැන් ඒක save වෙලා තියෙනවා. හරිද? දැන් මම කිරුවේ folder එකට වෙනම CSV file එකක් දාලා මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පෙන්නන්න යන්නේ දැන් URL එකකින් නෙමෙයි අපේ file එකක් තියෙනවනේ අපි කොහොමද එතන ඉඳන් මෙතන ගන්න කියලා. Okay. හරි. දැන් අපි already that file is in our folder. දැන් අපිට URL එකකින් නෙමෙයි ගන්නෙ. මෙහෙම හිතමු. අපි ඕන තැනක මේ command එක තියෙනවා. අපි හිතමුකෝ hotel underscore data කියලා දාලා so this is how, okay, and read CSV මේ කියලා ගත්තාම so we give under the as a kind of characters in a string කියන එක මොකක්ද අපේ hotel bookings තමා hotel underscore bookings .csv කියන එක දුන්නා. හරිද? අපි බලමු මේක රන් වෙනවද කියලා. yes. මේ hotel booking කියලා දැන් hotel data කියන නමට අපි අර hotel booking කියන CSV එක අපි read කරුවා. හරිද? So likewise we can have different ways we can get the data in here. එතකොට you can try that. මම මේ පෙන්නන්නේ ඒකයි. එතකොට මම කිව්වා නේද අර අපි කරන basic activities එක තියෙනවා. select කරනවා data set එකක්, filter කරනවා. හරිද? ඒ ඕන විදිහකට අපිට මේකේ දැන් අපි ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පෙන්නුවේ airline. හරිද? It's contain that departure and the arrival airline data. Real data set එකක්. එතකොට now here what we have done sub airline කියන ෆයිල් එකක් ඒ නම ක්‍රියේට් වෙන ගමන් අපි මේ ෆයිල් එකේ තියෙන data ටික කියවුවා ඔරිජිනල් ෆයිල් එකේ. හරිද? එතකොට distance එකයි arrival ඒ කියන්නේ columns විදිහට ඒකේ අපි ගත්ත මොනවාද distance කොච්චර දුරකින් එනද flights ඒ වගේම arrive වෙද්දි arrival එකේ delay වෙන්නේ කොච්චරද කියන columns දෙකක්. අපි බලමු දැන් මේ sub airline කියන ෆයිල් එකනේ තියෙන්නේ. අපි ඒකේ head කියන්නේ. ඒකේ තියෙන උඩ මාත් එහෙම නැත්නම් headings මොනවාද කියන එක අපි check කරනවා. look. headings වල අපි ගන්න first 3 rows ටික ගන්න. මොකද අපි ලොකු දිග මේකක්නේ. හරිද? ඒක න 3 rows වල විතරක් බලනවා. okay we have that. okay month heading, data of day of work, flight date, reporting. So we can look in that. අපි හිතමුකෝ දැන් tail එක බලනවා. tail එක මොකද්ද කියන එක. එතකොට ගොඩාක් එනවා. අපිට ඒක නැතුව ආයෙ මොනවද කියලා බලන්න. So imagine. So likewise we can have some kind of thing. Okay. Imagine this is a kind of some practice. You will understand the big of this data set. After I bring it to here, you will understand the size of this data set is immense. අපි දැන් මෙහෙම data set එකක් අපිට Excel වල run කරන්න ගියාම බෑ. Okay, initially then we bring into that from the URL this data set. මේක original airline data set එක අපි දැන් early අපි ගත්ත අර airline data set එකෙන් unzip කරපු පොඩි කෑල්ලක්. මේ original data set එක අපි when we download from this URL, so you can see that okay, it is still working. You can see here the red light is popping. Okay, that means it is working. මොකද ළමයි මේ data set එකේ capacity එක 144.7 MB. හරිද? Its content 2 million data points. Data ලක්ෂ 20ක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට it's very heavy. Okay, still running. Still running. I just want to give the kind of idea that what it can be done. අපේ මේ analysis වලට අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් හරිය තමයි මේකෙන් අපිට සරලව මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න දාන්නේ මම work කරලා ගත්ත experience එකත් එක්ක. Still running, huh? So wait. අපි අන්ටා කෙරුවා. හරිද? Return on error. So that's how. මෙහෙමයි දැන් මේකේ the way that you can learn things in other way. මේක තමයි අනිත් එක විදියක්. මොකද්ද? මේකේන errors. It's come errors. So if you get some kind of errors, don't worry about that. Just you want to read and initially I know that you cannot understand what is this talking about. මොකද්ද මේ කියන අපබ්‍රංශය කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But step by step you will understand that. Yes. මෙතන මම හිතන්නේ මේකේ තියෙනවා මේ anyway it's talk about how we can download this original data set is a big data set with of this kind of අපි හිතමුකෝ මෙතන තියෙන මේ data error එකක් එනවා මොකද it's need that one time out of 60 seconds ඒකයි හරි anyway the same data set I just want to show that I will share this thing then you can try that so okay then imagine we get this one. Okay. Still running, that's why let's wait for a while. So another thing I just want to say is that, so if you want to delete this file, so you can use the sweep icon. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ මේ data කලින් අපි ගත්ත file ටික අයින් වුණා. Let's try once way. Okay, then you can see the URL came here. Then let's see. Okay. Okay, wait. Anyway, අපි first අපි අර කලින් එක අපි delete කරුවනේ අපි ඒක ගමුකෝ. So then we can have this one. No. Okay, we have the subline. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So we know have this sub-align data set. Let's try one again. Still running ළමයි. Yes, let's see. Download වෙන එක පොඩ්ඩක් speed වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒක මෙතන පෙන්නන්නේ මේ. With the data issue. Strength එකේ පොඩි අවුලක් තියෙනවා. බලමු මේකට අපි කරලා තියෙන option එක මොකක්ද කියලා. හරි අපි එකෙන් මෙතන data points 2856කට අපි folder එකක් හදපු එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි ඒක දාගමු දැනට. Okay, let's move into this presentation. Okay. So basically you can see when we moving into this say data set, as I mentioned you earlier, we can use this select or select example. So likewise, we can run those things. You can filter now. Imagine when we are running this thing, okay, this is the, that mean this rows. If you want to say filter the rows with some kind of this say according to the airline, AA airline. We are filter only the AA airline. According to that, we can filter. එතකොට filter කියන එක අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට මේ double A කියන airline එක විතරක් තියෙන ඒවා ටික. හරිද? So this shows the command. Command එක තමයි මේ පෙන්නන්නේ. So as I mentioned earlier, අපි දැන් මෙහෙම data import කරන එක. So we bring into the import or data file to the R. R එකට අපි ගේනවා. ඒ වගේම තමයි අර මම ඔයගොල්ලෝ I show this I told I have demonstrated you කොහොමද අපි මේ tidyverse එහෙම නැත්නම් ඕන package එකක් අපි install කරන්නේ library එකට යන්නේ. So we have imported this import these files so like this way, and we read the file. After we getting from the URL, we read the file. As I mentioned, you read helpful. I will show that. Come the read CSV කියන එකට යන්න. So ඒ වගේම අපි දැන් මේක read කරුවන් පස්සේ කොහොමද මේක බලන්න? As I mentioned, මොකද්ද head tail කියලා අපි සෝනේ the last rows or 3 rows first 2 rows වලින් බලනවා මොකක්ද මේ data කියන එක. So we can't give that basic insight of අපි හිතමුකෝ දැන් column 100ක්ද ඒ තියෙන headings මොන ඒවා මොන type එකේ dataද. So you can see here there's a DBL type and CHR type. DBL, CHR mean so it's a character. The DBL mean the numeral. So we have to understand that's why under the CHR characters, all the things are in inverted commas. එතකොට ඒක character විදිහට තමයි අරන් තියෙන්නේ. Arrival time, departure time, but this month of work has been identified as a numeric. So it shows that. එතකොට data prepare කරන එකේදී it's give the basic insight. If you want to the particular raw data or a column data, according to that, කොහොමද මේ data ටික හදා. This is called data frame. අපි මේ data එක frame එකක්. එතකොට කොහොමද if we have this kind of NA data, maybe is a zero, no nothing is available in this row. එතකොට ඒකට අපිට number එකක් දා ගන්න ඕනද අපි මේකද we can add the row as 0. So we can arrange this row if there is a negative value or standardizing, normalizing this thing. it says that how we can deal with the missing value. There are different ways we can deal with the missing value, drop the variable, drop the data entry, replace the missing value. So likewise, so how we can check missing value when we can see that. So the summarize command all time give me derive kind of result to us. If you want to see it, it's the summarize. Then maybe command එකෙන් කියනවා මේකේ it is not different. It's a summarize. kind of the count එකක් ගන්න කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? is dot name මේ career delay කියන row එකේ sorry column එකේ තියෙන data තමයි නම් not applicable. I'm really sorry about this inconvenience. I don't know why is that all the time that drop the signal, but it shows that. Anyway, if you want to drop the row, drop the column, you can work in that way. Imagine if you use the is NA, that shows that all the rows with that the number of NAs. So many others are 0. These rows have the kind of NA values. So there are way you can drop the missing value, and data formatting, how you can correct the data from the incorrect way, incorrect data types, correcting data types, data normalization, method of normalizing data. So you can use in that manner. So there are, if you want to replace the data with minimizing, sorry, normalizing. අපි හිතමුකෝ not applicable mean එන්නේ කියන මුකුත් නෑ data. මේ අපිට replace කරන්න ඕන නම් ඕගොල්ලන්ට you can use different way. අපි හිතමුකෝ simple scaling, එහෙම නැත්නම් min max method globally. So easily we can replace those data. And we can binning data. So we can bin කරනවා කියන ළමයි, so you know the first quartile, the quartile and the second quartile data set එක ගත්තාම we can divide in four segments. First 25%, second 25% between the first quartile, last the third 25 and fourth 25% rolling in a third quartile and medium. So we can, based on this binning අපි කොටස් කරකට අපිට පුළුවන් mutate කරන්න, replace කරන්න ඒ අදින data වල අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව. And also you can see that the categorical data that we have to look at that, because you know type of data categorical and continuous basically. So dealing with the categorical is different. So then we can see that in the data arrival, it says So then descriptive statistics, the way you can take, let's try this one. අපි බලමු දැන් මේකෙන් අපිට දැන් පුළුවන්ද කියලා මේක. Okay. Imagine that if you want to summarize the data, yes, we can summarize. Here, according to first, we are taking, say, we have created the call sub line. So this is called piping. අපි හිතමුකෝ දැන් ලොකු command එකක් logical sequence එක කරනවා අපිට ඊට run කරනවා. අපි හිතමු group by. මේ group by කියන්නේ මේ reporting airline එකේ තියෙන groups විදිහට අපි කඩලා ඒක summarize කරගන්නවා. ඒක summarize කරන්නේ මොන dataද? average career delay කියන විදිහට ගන්නවා නම් කරනවා. ඒක මේ career delay කියන row එකේ තියෙන mean එක ගන්නවා. ඒකේ ඒකට අපි නමක් දානවා average career delay කියලා. අන්න ඒක තමයි අපි run කරන්නේ, summarize කරන්නේ. හරිද? ඒ වගේම so likewise we so as I mentioned the glimpse කියන එක run කරපුවාම you can see that හරිද මේකේ තියෙන columns 21 columns තියෙනවා rows තියෙන 2855 it shows the nature of this our data look month එක තියෙනවා එහෙනම් ඒක මොකක්ද DBL ඒක DBL කියන්නේ the numeric day of work numeric so date reporting airline character so many others are characters so then we have to understand how we can so what type of data is that then we have to look at how we can turn into in our way so let's see then career delay කියන එකේ non applicable කීයක් තියෙනවද 2486ක් තියෙනවා ඒක මැප් කෙරුවොත් එහෙම ඒ සබ් ලෑනයින් ෆෝල් අපි හදපු ෆයිල් එකේ මොනවාද none the zero that missing value data එක එක rows අනුව so there are these type of numbers okay අපි ඒවා drop කරනවා okay yes first drop then we have to look at that okay and drop NA column කියන එක okay now we have dropped some not applicable data with that rows අපි හිතමුකෝ replace this non applicable කියන file එකක් හදනවා අපි create කරනවා name කරනවා which one drop non access කරනවා මේ zero වලින් not applicable කියන එක we replace with the zero so you have to understand that when we are running this data we have to run all the steps because we have come with that name the earlier name with related to our new one තේරුණාද අපි අතරමැදි සමහර අපි ස්ටෙප් එකක් රන් කරුවේ නැති වුණොත් ඒක ඊළඟට යන්නේ නැහැ මෙතන තියෙනවා අර මොකද sequence order එකට we creating the that mean based on the earlier name of that file okay look now we have replaced with zero අපි missing ඒ වලට zero දැම්මා මෙතන අපි හිතමු career mean the carrier කියන එක එතකොට මේ career delay කියන එක drop NA rows කියන අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම දැන් ඒ නම් කරලා තියෙන ෆයිල් එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන career delay කියන එක ගන්න. මොකද career delay කියන එක ගත්තොත් හැම එකේම තියෙනවානේ. But we have to specify here drop not applicable rows කියන අපි ෆයිල් එකක් හැදුවා නමක් දාලා ඒකේ career delay කියන row එකේ mean එක අරගන්න. ඒක අපි හදනවා mean එක. ඔන්න mean එක හදන්න කිව්වා. Then what we are looking again we replace sub airline කියන document එකේ තියෙන replace කරනවා not applicable එක list කරනවා career mean එකත් එක්ක okay then we run this a column වලට replace කෙරුවා. So let's see next one. If we want to the correct data format, list the data type for each column. Look, imagine the month is numeric, day of work numeric, right? There are date, others are characters. Actually, you have to first understand that. So handling these data is very important. The way we want. අපිට ඕන විදිහට data ටික handle කරගන්න එක තමයි ගොඩක් important කාරණයකට තියෙන්නේ. හරි. දැන් අපි බලමු ඊට පස්සේ මේ data type එකේ කොහොමද which classes as I mentioned you මේ numeric and character විදිහට තමයි මේ ගන්නෙ. So both type of. So let's see we are going to name the file called data airline. So we replace with that and not applicable. So separate flight date. අපි දැන් මෙතන ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති. So here මේ flight dates කියනවා සේරම එකට තියෙන්නේ. Is taken as a date or a character. හරි. So we are divide, that means we separate these things to numbers. Year separately, month separately, date separately. If you want to do that, you can do, because okay, we separated that. So let's see. Look, now year separate, month separate, day separate. So we can do this way. And we run this one. Okay. So date, then we select this year, month, day කියන එක select කරලා එක mutate කරනවා, type convert කරනවා. එතකොට ඒක numeric වලට convert කෙරුවා අපි. Oh, as I mentioned, data normalization. අපි හිතමුකෝ simple scaling. අපි හිතමුකෝ that simple scale කියලා එකක් අපි හදනවා. So sub airline කියන file එකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන array delay කියන row එක බෙදනවා maximum sub airline array delay කියන number එක අරන් ඒක බෙදලා. So we try to get the kind of number and we can see then මොකක්ද ඒ number එක කියන එක. So the way we can do the simple scale. So as I mentioned, we can do the normalize the way. Yeah, early manner. So then we can use the min-max replacing. Minimum, maximum with the replace karno. And we can do the Z-code replacing. Okay. And binning, you remember අපි කොහොමද slides කරන්නේ කියන එක. data කොටස් විදිහට කඩන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක data set එකක් ඇතුලේ. Okay. Then we slice into 1 to 5. කේන්දම් 5 වෙනකන් කොටස් වලට කඩනවා. So අපි බලමු කොහොමද මේ මේක කරලා තියෙන්නේ. So visualize a category. Then you know that there are type of airlines. May the company. Okay. So these are categorical. So under that we want to that mean replace කරන්න. මොනවද මේ labels ගත්තොත් එහෙම reporting you can see that ඔයගොල්ලෝ seal මේක එහෙම නැත්නම් වෙට් එකක් විදිහට අපි ගන්නවා. හරි. අරන් අපි බලමු කොහොමද මේ number of. Okay, look, we could able to draw out of this type what is called bar chart. Hari. I බලමු histogram එකක් හදන්න කියලා. So imagine that I told that we can use GGP plot. නමුත් ඒකට අර GG plot 2 කියන package එක තමයි අපි use කරන්නේ. What flight arrival delays වලින් කොහොමද arrival delay into count විදිහට ගත්තොත් minutes with that number එක ගත්තොත් this is the histogram that we can create. Okay, to get that idea. Let's see. the binning. Okay. So the difference bins වලට දාවහම කොහොමද? Yeah, how we can, okay, we can create these 4 bins, equal bins කියන එක. So let's see, අපිට drop කරන්න ඕන නම් column එකක්. හරි? So we can drop that. Dummy අපි assign කරනවා. We want to assign some dummies. So likewise, we can do that. And let's see how we can see that the box plot of these arrival delays. So it's give the another kind of good. So imagine, look, these are the box plot we can create according to the airline type or category and airline so delay of arrival. So we can see the some outliers, no, according to this A airline, AS, BB, DL, HP. So likewise, we can see. And also that's the better way we can visualize. So here we are going to that. If we taking the A airline, so we are going to ask from that, delete the NA data, so not applicable data. So we ask that, then we are going to plot that kind of scatter plot. So then delay with the arrival delay. And let's see this one. So you can see with the str command, we can see that what type of data that you have. Yes. So these are the actually basic thing. Then you have to learn how to handle the data. Okay, you can see what type of data, or if it's a numeric. So let's see the regression line of that one, data plots. So that's how we can see that these are the actually continuous variables, the relationship. Okay, if you want to look at that visualization of the categorical data, you remember we could use the bar chart. Now here we can use the scatter plots with maybe trend line. So simply if we want to see the correlation between some 2 points, yes, the COR is the command. It says that sub airline file and deep delay minutes. Sub airline කියන ෆයිල් එක ඇතුලේ අපි නම් කරලා තියෙන එකේ තියෙනවා deep delay minutes එකයි sub airline ෆයිල් එකේ තියෙන array delay minutes එකයි arrival delay minutes එකයි අතර තියෙන correlation simply. So let's see both trend. So that's weak relationship. And as I mentioned earlier, so let's see what is the descriptive statistics of. So we can calculate the mean, standard deviation, minimum, median, IQR, so maximum. So likewise, we have to give that these command with the based on a particular type of data. So summarize so you can have this. So there's a command supply. It's give that is it what type of data, double or a character. තව විදියක් අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. And yeah, grouping කරුවොත් එහෙම. When we group that the data, we can see that අපි sort කරනවා කියනවා. Maybe ascending to the descending to the ascending. Okay. So let's see average delay ගත්තොත් එහෙම GG plot එක. So very interesting. You can see that what we have done. it says that the reporting airline වල days of work එක අතර තියෙන සම්බන්ධය කොහොමද බලනවා අපි mean of delay එක ගත්තොත් how we can see. So this is called heat map. You can see this area shows that it shows the kind of the higher days of work, days of week that as delay has happened out of this airline. තේරුණාද මේ රතු හරිය තියෙන හරිය. So we can run another package called lubricate. That is suggest the packages. Don't worry about that. Then so there are big commands, but don't worry because now we are going to look at that in detail, the heat map. Okay, heat map එක in detail බලන්න පුළුවන්. But yes, look, average arrival delays ගත්තොත් එහෙම day of against the days of week reporting airlines ගත්තොත් එහෙම. So that's how we can move with that. So it's give the very that means the way that we can understand the things. So so then you can adjust these commands according to that. If you are going to understand in the logic of this, the sequence or the way of you can write this command, you don't need to write actually. When you are getting into this, you will learn automatically. All right. So these are commands are freely available. Okay, imagine that if you want to search, okay, what is the command for this one? If you Google that, you can have any amount of command. So there are special pages that like people who are working with that are CRAN එක තියෙනවා එහෙම නැත්නම් GitHub එකක තියෙනවා. So there are a lot of. Now you have to use that AI to help to learn for this. අපි හිතමුකෝ ඕගොල්ලන්ට මේවා ඉගෙන ගන්න උදව් කරගෙන තමයි AI use කරනවා. Maybe that maybe the ChatGPT or a kind of thing or a DeepSeek. There are a lot of things open sources and paid one also. So get the help of that to use that one. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඒක ඉගෙන ගන්න help එකක් වෙන විදිහට ගන්න. If it says that, it's give the command. Okay, let's see that the presentation further. Yes. Okay, we were talking about the descriptive. We have run these things. We have sorted the data as a heat map. And the ANOVA. Actually, basically, we can use the ANOVA to look at the relationship between these categorical variables. Let's see this thing. Another correlation. So according to that, that means the ways that both variables are moving, the directions, maybe that same way direction, the opposite or so likewise, we can see, we can draw this one. We can bring the very beautiful pictures to show that. Okay. And also the Pearson correlation coefficient. We can bring those statistics and look, we can have the correlation heat map also. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have done this one. So let's see the correlation. We are going to look at the correlation departure delay minutes into arrival delay minutes. Paul Pearson. Okay, we have to do the correlation test. Mean whether it is to look at yes, to look at whether it's significant or not. It's significant. They see the same correlation between many variables. Okay, then see this one. Okay, these are the way that we can arrange that, because there are different, that means reason for delays, arrival, departure delays, so different delays, career delays, weather delays, that security delays. So likewise. Then actually you can see if you want to have the correlation heat map, then you have to download another package called Coprot and run the library, but already I have run that. Okay, let's first you have to bring those into one file, okay, and you have to run the Pearson method correlation. Then you have to run this plot. You have to assign the colors, then plot. Okay, I have to run this first. Imagine that you have to think, okay, before you sometimes, though you have installed the packages, library command run you have to learn that. So imagine this is a diagonal element taker. So these are it shows that the correlation between those things. Very interesting, and it's give the good idea about that. If you look at this ANOVA, it shows the relationship between these are the actually categorical variable. Look, type of the airlines with the average delays. Yes. So then we have to find out what is the relationship between these delays. Look, let's see the American airline and the Panama, yeah, maybe Pan Am airline. So with that piping, so let's see what is that ANOVA table says. Okay, yes. Okay, so it shows that the relationship between this categorical variable and it's a simple linear regression. Imagine, okay, so you know that there's only the one dependent and one independent variable. It's simply say if you have the linear model, run LM command again. So this is a dependent variable, this is independent. We say that okay, data equal AA delay කියන file එකේ තියෙන්නේ. So let's see. Sorry. Okay. Okay, wait, it's running something. Until it's running, let's see our what is called our slides. Okay. So as I mentioned you earlier, so we can have this correlation heat map. So you know, there's the theory behind this simple linear regression. So that intercept and slope, then we estimate out of this. So you know, we will check this the assumption, the linearity, independence, homoscedasticity, and normality. So, and if you want to fit the model, so we can see that the its noises and errors. So when we check the linearity independence and those checkings. So imagine that when we are fitting the model, the predictor is a dependent departure delay minutes. The target variable is arrival delay minutes. So these are the things, because before we run, okay, we have to filter the data points that is with n. So you can have this a kind of the summary. Then you predict the one. Based on that, actually you can apply some data time, the minutes, to look at that, what is the predictor value, or it's fit with the model data with the low and upper intervals. හරි. එතකොට multiple linear regression එක ගත්තත් එහෙමයි. So this comes with the more than one independent variables. So dimension is different. You can see that dimensions are. So we estimate these slopes, different slopes, same as we can predict. We can run the model, predict with different assigned data for this independent variable. So we can see this visualizing this model with the check this assumption linearity diagnosis plots. So there are, you know that the QQ, the quantile plot with that we checking these residuals and things here. And also we can run the polynomial regression. Actually, you have to understand that when the data, that mean model are not fit with the better way with the simple and multiple linear regression with errors and things, that mean noise, that mean errors that are not fit with these the assumptions. We can try with this polynomial regression. I think in the scenario, real world scenario, it can happen because we can have the quadratic model or the cubic and with the higher orders. Okay, so we have to understand that it comes with the independent variables with the quadratic, cubic, and higher order level, because there's a simple way. The command is very simple. Don't have to need to worry about this one. The performance metrics for this one. Okay, let's see whether we can run our model now. Yes. Okay, we were running this, what is called okay. First we have to drop this one and we have to find the what is head one. Okay, now that folder is there. So we are running the linear model. So let's see the summary of the linear model. Okay, the intercept is this one. Departure delay minutes. It says that when the 1 minute may increase with that departure delay, what will happen to the arrival delay is increased by 17 minutes or something. Look, is a significant, result are significant. We can see the R square 0.75, R square, yes, statistics model significant. Statistics says that is 0.05 less than, yes. So if we want to predict that, okay, we assign departure delay minutes with 12, 19 or 24 something. So we can see, okay. When let's see the result. Okay. So this, the way we can see that the model fit with the 26 minutes, 31 minutes, second option, 31, 35 minutes with the lowest and upper way. Okay. linear model coefficients. So we can have the one coefficients. So let's see. This is another calculation. So let's see multiple linear regression. So this model comes with the dependent labeling. Okay. So let's run this model. Multiple linear regression. Yes. You can see there are two independent variables. Only one is significant. Departure delay means is a significant variable. If you look at the coefficients, you can see. Okay. So then another multiple linear regression model we can run. So it shows this way. So we can assign that one also. We can assign one or more variable under the multiple linear regression. Yes. So the predictor, and when we predict that, yes, beautiful. So let's see that its prediction. Yes. ggplot, we can see that trend line is moving that. Yes. For the other model, the trend line. So likewise, let's see. So that's why sometimes when we run that, if we miss a one line, it does not give the result because, it comes with the orderly. Look, it shows the noises, residuals. When we come with the real data and the predicted one, it's also, we can clearly show these residuals. This is simple, that mean, okay. I'm just giving you the kind of idea, because you have to understand that at this time, we can't show all the thing, but you can try. Okay. It's create the Lamai for table. Let's see. Is that here you hit put hit. Okay, look. These are the yes. We are going to run this polynomial model. Okay, it's polynomial model assigned with different, what is called, this is because airline data set cannot match with this polynomial one. It is created some kind of data here, but let's see the model. That's the idea, because its model has run with the time and what is called, yes. So still actually, okay. When come to this model, look, this is a polynomial model because it's fit with this nonlinear data. Okay. So with that, this is the data. So then actually we will assign the data with for time and temperature. And let's see, run with this time and temperature data. Okay, that is the curvy one. Okay. Then we run the model, polynomial model, and we get the summary. Yes, it says that. Because we have assigned quadratic for the time. So that's why time comes with this way, 2 rows. And we can run and see. Okay. So that's how. So actually that is the the quantitative way, if we want to divided the way, the quantitative way that we can looking into the data. Hari? So I am going to show that how you can deal with the qualitative data, so-called. Qualitative data ගැනත් අපේ ළමයින්ගේ interest එකක් තියෙනවා, that's very important. Okay? බලමු කොහොමද මේ qualitative data කියන එක. Hope that you can see නේ. මොකද? Okay. I'm going to show that this is not a big deal actually. It's called text analysis ළමයි. දැන් අපි හිතමු marketing කරන. එහෙම නැත්නම් in many other field, even finance also. That's why I say that there are huge number of databases amounts, that mean big numbers. You have these are available for your convenience if you know how to deal with. Imagine even data in the LinkedIn or a Twitter. The text, it says something. It's tell a story, but we must know how we can select the story and tell in a different, the better way. So what we are doing, we convert the text into the numbers, and we can use for the hypothesis testing simply. Imagine the use of dictionary. There are a few steps we have to call the dictionary. There's a called dictionary. So you know the dictionary is a collection of words, no? Basically what we are using dictionary, it gives the meaning. මෙතන dictionary එකක් කියන්නේ අතර මේවා එකක් තමයි මේ keywords දෙනවා. අපි හිතමුකෝ it's there are keywords relevant to some kind of particular area. අපි හිතමු computer කියලා ගත්තොත් there are keywords තියෙනවා. හරි. software වෙන්න පුළුවන්, Windows, so we can have that keywords. So then we have to first create the keyword. Then corpus කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. So then after we input the what is called this so actually one of that what is called that our audience had asked that the data analysis with R is quite difficult. Actually, yeah, I know that if you feel that it's difficult, but let's see here. So initially that we go with that quantitative data, no? So let's here. So you will understand how it is easy. කොහොමද අපි මේ කියන්නේ? How we can deal with this qualitative data කියන එක. So here actually we have to identify out of the variable, the text. We have to isolate them. And tokenization කියන්නේ then isolate each word and we create into the one type of data list. Okay. Then we say we separate those into the separate folder. We create a huge matrix and we match the dictionary with those words. Actually, you know that we are now we have uploaded the dictionary. So-called imagine dictionary has created according to the relevant areas. If you are doing the marketing analysis, so there are different dictionaries relevant to that marketing. So we have to find out the dictionary. Dictionaries are available in the online. So we get that dictionary and we put into that our. Then after we separate the words from our data set, we match with those dictionary. අපි dictionary එකත් එක්ක match කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ we move with that statistical analysis. Okay, let's see how easily we can do that. බලමු මේක කොහොමද අපි ලේසියෙන්ම කරන්නේ කියලා. Okay. Okay. So this is the data actually are taking from the Disney. First, what we are doing, we read the data from Disney. Okay, wait. We have to take that data set for our that is called our sign folder. Yes. Okay, let's assign again whether we want to check that. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, we run the file. So it came as data. Look, now here are, okay, let's delete these things. Then okay, let's run the file. Okay, it's come as data. Okay, then we have to run this library called two things because already I have downloaded those things, fund data and fund data text plot. Okay, so then imagine I have taken the dictionary here. Actually, under that dictionary, there are 5 dimensions: integrity, empathy, warmth, courage, and consciousness. So those 5 dimensions are okay, interpreting or maybe defined by these words. Okay, say integrity, authentic, believable, or these are things. Actually, you have to understand that when the dictionary is given, these you have to come up with these 2 inverted commas, sorry, brackets with this comma. And likewise, if you study that, you can understand, okay, after we enter this, yes, if it is run without any issue, okay, this dictionary has come into this data set. Now, we have to create another file because look, this data set, okay, we have to get this text out of this. You can understand, okay, in each and every day, look, 14,800 entries are there. Each day, people have text and the retweet for the reply, likes, quotes. So likewise, different options are available. Yes. Then we have to bring that text part from the data and we create as what is called data doc. Okay. Then we corpus the data. That means converting into the corpus, single character string for each observation. We separate all the observation in separate way. Okay, we separated that. Then we are tokenizing the data. That means default is 1 token per word. So we can specify the option like token per sentence. We tokenize thing and we remove the unnecessary words. Say you know that there are and I. So we don't need those words for the analysis. So we have to remove those things. Then we have the words now without those and separating words and words without those n and such thing. Okay. Then we have to check with the kind of word, those words and our separated words to find out whether when we check those words with our dictionary word, are there any unnecessary word available further? Okay, if we don't have anything, that's okay. It's run with that. So then we have to remove other things, remove punctuation, separates, and many other things if it is available in addition to that. We remove those things. And we remove this, what is called special, that's kind of this special type of word. Removing we are doing. Then let's see. Okay. It's tokenized. Then let's see. So then we are going to, okay, now we have created toxdoc lower. Look. Okay. Yes. So let's see. So now we have created this kind of what is called word cloud. So out of these important word, after we cleaning this one, we have created this one. So let's see another options, colors maybe. Okay, another design. If it is not clear, we can giving these thing. Don't worry about that. These are the and also we can see out of this word cloud, as I mentioned earlier, the networks. Look. So this is actually the one, the kind of small area of the text. Okay. So let's see something. If it is work well, okay. Let's see. And you have seen this kind of what is called the nature of the data. And we are going to see to the model. Okay, we are converting these into the numbers. Okay, anyway. So, hope that you can understand the way we can deal with the qualitative data and the way we can deal with the quantitative data. Actually, this is a kind of just the kind of simple idea how you can deal with this what is called data analysis with this R. Okay, that's only the simple mean that's only the few areas that I shown you. But you can master this one because there are very beautiful things when we are dealing with these things, because it must be a very it is a fun thing. It must be a fun thing, otherwise you will get bored. Okay, so I think it's somewhat difficult sometimes when we are doing this analysis, but anyway, I hope that it may be kind of that motivator at initial level, but that's what I have planned this way. So then after you can have the kind of idea what we can do these things. So as I mentioned you, there are a lot of other smart tools, but all the time we can't find the easy ways. Actually, we have to work hard. Okay, lot of smart tools as this R, Python, many other things. Because when we move into this particular area, when you have the kind of some kind of experience and if you have spent some particular, that means the times with those softwares and applying these things, then you can have the idea. So imagine, Lamai, as I mentioned earlier, about your future. Hari, what will happen to your future? But if you are skills with, if you are good at these skills, if you are competent these skills, you don't need to worry about that. Because you have to start learn. Try these. People, especially who are doing that thesis in our university, who are dealing with that, after you collecting your data, try with those data. Actually, I did not talk about how we can deal with the panel data in R. Yeah, there are, it's easy, no worries. Only thing, but you have to adapt yourself these settings, that's all. Then you don't need to worry about that. Codes are available. Downloading data from directly from using APIs, URL, and the direct downloads. Imagine you want to get the directly data from the World Development Indicators. Yes, you can use. You can use the API. You can use URL. Try that. Because being this is open source, being there are a lot of resources and guidance. You can be a genius. You can be an expert in the field of data analysis. But it's the most important thing is if you know the finance, if you know the data analysis, there's an advantage. If you know the something in addition to the data analysis, if you are from the different field, if you are from the agriculture, science or something, yes, then you can combine those two areas or things and you can be a kind of wanted person, especially for these skills. And I hope that our time also has now come to end. There are only 10 minutes. I think this is my lesson, that means my idea about this smart data analysis and things. Sometimes you may feel that it's difficult. No, it's not difficult. There are a lot of other difficult things in this world. This is not the actual rocket science. All the things, all the guidance are available, but you have to adopt that. Don't think that. Because when I tell him something at that same time you can do that. You can know. If you are thinking that way, actually your future will be difficult thing. But I believe that if you have the kind of courage to try, experiment these things, you get a lot of errors, you get a lot of mistakes, you may done, you may have done, you will done. So therefore, that's what create yourself. So therefore, try these things in your studies, in your thesis, and there are a lot of online sources, there are a lot of online courses. So I recommend you to go that Coursera. There are a lot of many other Python, yes, why don't you try that? Data camp, the Harvard Online, EDX. So there are plenty of resources, and thank you very much. I will share, if I can, those resources with you, try and just get the idea and try your analysis. Try to become kind of the person with the smart insight. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. If anyone can, if anyone have any kind of questions, you can raise that or you can type that. So question will give the kind of another learning. So you don't, I think sometimes you don't ask that what is this code or something like that. But in overall, I think if you have the kind of idea what you can do with the R, so that's the most important thing. Any question? Any question if you want to know? Yes, someone has raised hand. Yes. So it says that the chat box is turn off. Only the... Okay.
Sir, yes, only the chat box is the available option to like participants to chat with us, sir.
Now is that okay?
Sir, anybody like who wanted to ask questions in the audience, if they raise their hand, so
Yeah.
we can like unmute them if they can
Okay.
raise their hand. There are two
Okay.
options available, sir.
Yeah, okay.
There is option called Q&A for the participants. They can, raise the questions in Q&A.
Okay. Anyone can ask questions. So yes. Yeah, maybe the first challenge is that you feel that it is difficult. Not, it is not difficult. There are a lot of other difficult things in this world. Okay, anyway, if there are not any questions, so we can wind up session, no?
So it seems there are no further questions.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Okay, sir, then thank you very much for this very informative and insightful session. It's like eye-open actually. So thank you again, sir. So we'll proceed with the rest of the agenda of this session, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Shanika.
So, thank you, Dr. Fernando. So, good evening to distinguished guests and the esteemed audience. So it is indeed a privilege and a great honor for me to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Faculty of Management Studies, Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka, as we successfully conclude the 9th session of the Thesis Mastery Program 2025. So let me begin by extending my heartfelt appreciation to Dr. K.D.U.D.Fernando from the Department of Accountancy and Finance, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka, for leading today's session. Sir, it was indeed a truly insightful and enlightening session. At the outset, a special note of gratitude goes to the Faculty of Management Studies under the leadership of Professor Athula Gnanapala for continuously supporting this initiative. I'm also immensely thankful to Professor T.Y. Piris, Head, the Department of the Accountancy and Finance, whose unwavering commitment has been instrumental in driving this program forward. My deep appreciation also goes to Professor Jayantin Devasiri, the main coordinator of the Thesis Mastery Program, for his continued encouragement and unconditional support. Next, my sincere thanks also go to the organizing committee, particularly to Ms. Shanika Ratnasiri, Ms. Madhu Shamarasena, Ms. Lakmini Valakumbura, Mr. Sajid Karunaratna, and Mr. Dakshina Pattabandi for their seamless coordination and dedicated efforts in ensuring the smooth execution of each session. So last but certainly not least, my heartfelt thanks go to all academics, researchers, and research students who joined us today. Your presence here, your presence and active engagement are what truly make these sessions meaningful. Before conclude, I warmly invite all of you to join us for the upcoming 10th session of the Thesis Mastery Program titled Data Collection and Analysis, Qualitative Methods, particularly Thematic Analysis, which will be conducted by Professor Raj Ratnayaka from the Department of Tourism Management, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this evening. Wishing you a pleasant and restful evening ahead.